to another episode of the True Hugabee Show. It's your boy, True Hugabee. So, guys, the horses are out tonight. It's a little bit dark, clearly. It's 6, time right now is 5:28, November the 18th, 2025. Look at all those horses. Maybe tough to see from your ankles, guys, but it's gorgeous. We're back home. So we got approximately 4 horses. We got about 4 horses. And we got a bunch of books today too, guys. Careful, you don't want to fall down the cliff. So, yeah. Abby, what's up, Abby? Horses are out tonight. It's tough to see. I'm gonna try to see if I can maybe shine the light on them for you guys to see. But we've got woodland creatures tonight, guys. 1 white horse, a brown horse. Shout out to Abby. I feel like you, of all people, could appreciate the horses tonight. So you got horses. What a nice view. I'm doing okay, thanks. Just feeling a bit sick today. Completely understandable. It's that time of year. As things change, things really like the... Yeah, right, look, there we go. We put the LiDAR on them. But yeah, as things change, we oftentimes get sick. I was just looking at some medical books on that today. And guys, this moment forward, if I even have a remote interest in the book, I gotta pick it up, all right? That's my deal. I got new books today, guys. Got new books today, so I'm gonna show you guys those after we leave the horses. But it's very serene here. Like up the live, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, because I used to love horses as I lived on a farm. I need to go back soon as living in the city is kind of boring. Yeah, makes you aggy. Living in the city makes you aggy, guys. You heard it here from True Hugabee first, man. Living in the city makes you aggy. It's so quiet and calm here. That is, of course. I also heard of snakes. I also heard there's snakes in here too. So, I heard a lot of things in these parts of town, actually. I know this places have a very powerful energy. So, woodland creatures in the night. And kids always come here to make out, so sometimes there's even people here. But yeah, I heard snake. There's a house there. People just passed. Using my peripheral vision, I saw they were a couple, man and a woman. Man about 6 feet tall, mustache, short brown hair, 3 shades darker than me, 6 foot tall about so. And then the woman, I would say 5'8", long hair, same complexion as male. Interesting, guys. I'm training my peripheral vision as well too. I didn't get a good glimpse of the clothing. It was a little bit dark. I didn't get a good glimpse of the clothing. So guys, make sure you practice your peripheral vision as well too. We are on the way to the car, guys, to see the new books, guys. New books alert. New books alert. New books alert. Coming soon, guys. Grab a seat and behold the treasures that are adding to the library today as we speak, guys. I had to update it. The price has been updated. Guys. For those that are interested in it, the price is $500 for access to the library. So let me show you guys some other gems we got today. My day's been good. So far, the day's been good. Got new books. Was on the road. Okay, so every time I go book shopping, there's often a book that I put back that I always remember. And the two that are coming to mind are the Culinary Institute of America's book, How to Be a Master Chef, as well as Athletic Training Injuries Encyclopedia. Those two, I would say, are the ones that stick out to me. Yo, what up, Justin? So those two, I would say, stuck out to me, but didn't get those two. So that's why I say next time I have to just get everything. If I want to, just get it, okay? Who cares? Anyways, guys, here's the car. Yo, glad to hear you're doing well. Like and sub already. What up, Justin? Okay, yo, check it out, guys. Check out the blades. We got water. And to start off the book journey today's book journey. Let me turn the car on so I can get some heat. And that way we can turn the light on as well too, right? Okay, before we go back out there. And guys, they called me to be on a movie set today, but I said I was busy because I was gonna do this. But we'll see. I might call them back. It's only 5 o'clock. Okay, so we got The Undiscovered Self by C.G. Jung. Carl Jung, guys. Carl Jung. Okay, so this is going to be important for understanding the inner self. Okay, cool. If you guys want to know the prices, let me know. The classic slave narratives, the story of Oladua Iquiano, the history of Mary Prince, and the life of Frederick Douglass. I actually have, and the life of a slave girl. I actually have the illustrated life of Frederick Douglass. So I'm going to read this one, and I'm going to read it in combination with the other one that I have to see what kind of information matches and stays the same throughout the narrative. Okay, guys, interesting one here is The Men Who Hate Women and the Women Who Love Them by Dr. Susan Forward. Guys. This one was 5 bones. Does he withdraw love, money, approval, sex to punish you? Does he blame you for everything that goes wrong in the relationship? Do you find yourself walking on eggs or apologizing all the time? So these are some things that even I've experienced in my life. So I read these kind of books. I think they're so interesting. OMG. Yo, you video is real? Yeah, it's real, man. I'm real right now in front of you. Right now, guys. Justin. Abby says, I'm cleaning my house right now. That's sick. And I'm having some friends come over, but get nervous about a dirty house. Same. You know, Abby, my secret of charm is to over clean the house or clean the house like to your best of your ability. And then when they get in, still apologize for the mess. So then when they get there, they're like, it's not even messy at all. And then you're cleaned up and you got how do I describe it? Almost like that icky part out. Okay. Next, guys, 1,001 questions to ask before you get married. Guys, Guys, this one was: is there such thing as innocent flirting? Do you both want children? How important is religion to you? Do you think couple should share the same political views, guys? This is gonna come in handy. This is gonna come in handy, guys. For this is gonna come in handy real quick. So, secrets of discipline, guys. 12 keys for parents and teachers. With the kids. Richard by Ronald Morish. Deal effectively with defiance. Get children to do the jobs you assign them. Decrease stress through the use of prevention. Teach courtesy and respect, and prepare children for independence, guys. As a person, as an older person learning to reparent myself, guys, these books are such a gem. They're such a gem to me as I'm relearning a lot of things about my life, trauma, and yeah. As I'm learning about a lot of new things in life, guys. 12 keys, 12 keys, 12 keys. Shout out Justin. Shout out Justin. Shout out Justin. Okay, guys. A pluribus unum. A pluribus unum, guys. We got the Wheelocks Latin book. This is another actually a physical manifestation. I'll have to document this in my journal. But I've been calling for a Latin book for a while now, and here we go. One has populated in front of me, guys. So we've got Latin exercises so that we can learn Latin, guys. Base root fundamental language for English, as well as Greek and a lot of other languages in the world. So I think it's important for me to understand where it all comes from, So, and in that, guys, that takes us to our next take. The World History of Encyclopedia. World History of Encyclopedia is back. World History of Encyclopedia is back. World History of Encyclopedia is back. So this one we got another understanding from a Pictionary perspective of human history. All the way up to Scramble for Africa, yeah, because everybody trying to own them ting. Scramble for Africa. They broke up the continent. 1914, as late as 1912, Monaco was divided into Spanish and French procatores. So since 1880, they wanted to take over Africa. And look at that. The people help you. I love history books like that. Same. They're easy on the eyes, and they're easy for me to understand. So I rate them. You know, but the people help you, and they still want to enslave you. The modern world. Okay, the modern world. Wow, effective start of the 20th century. Okay, so essentially we got the Wright brothers. Wow, guys. Incredible find. The modern world. About 156,000 troops were landed in the largest seaborne attack ever mounted. Wow. So history says it goes these guys into these guys and into these guys go into space. The Sputnik. Okay. Study of DNA has opened the door for genetic engineering. Okay, genetic engineering. Okay, wow. And Nelson Mandela became the president in 1994. I was 2 years old at the time. Votes for women, the suffrage movement, all the way up until 1920. Women in the U.S. are given the right to vote in 1920. So just 100 years ago, right? 95 years ago. Okay, wow. Women's rights campaign was arrested several times for destroying property. Protesters also refused to pay taxes and dispute political meetings. Wow. Okay, guys, look, and we got the horses. So we saw them outside, and actually we got to see them in the book as well, too. Most of the fighting took place in northern France. Mules and horses were used to bring supplies and heavy guns to the front. Okay, but they didn't ride them at this time like they did previously in history. Rasputin. Russian blamed Rasputin for pressuring Tsar Nicholas II to ignore the people's complaints. Rasputin, a priest, claimed he had the power to heal the emperor's sick son. Yeah, Rasputin. Wow. Okay, okay, let me not get caught up, guys. Ha! Okay, next, guys, we have an interesting book here. And this is going to be by, have you tried Sugar Cookie Frappe from Starbucks? No, I never tried it. I never ordered it, and it's so delicious. Huh, that's funny. That's good. Glad to hear it. We got Belisario, Sketches of Character, by Jackie Ranston, a historical biography of a Jamaican artist. Now, guys, check this out, okay? Check this out. I actually need my, well, let's see if I can do it without with my glove on. Look, guys, it's signed by the author. It's signed by the author. Signed by the author. So that's lit, bro. That's lit. Signed by the author. And this one is Sketches of Character of a Jamaican Artist. So, incredible storytelling of a painter who landed in Jamaica and painted what he saw. And he's renowned as one of Jamaica's greatest painters. So, I have cookies though, Abby. No thing. No frappe. And last but not least, Art and Architecture, Egypt. I actually paid 20 cents over sticker for this one. This one was 2 cents over sticker. It was $4.97 and I got it for $4.99. But it's sealed. It's sealed. I haven't even opened it yet. It's sealed. Sealed. So it's gonna be nice to see the history of the artwork, and then we're gonna match that up with the history of the World Encyclopedia, plus the math one that we got the last time, if you guys recall, plus the math history book that we got the last time. So that's going to be another thing to have for cross-reference. So guys, when I say that ChatGPT is a tool, cannot replace the original mind. But we got Egypt, guys. So here's your pathway. Art, history, language. Okay. Art, history, language, self, know thyself. Yeah, know thyself. Then biographies, no, what is that? Check it out, guys. Look. So you got the 10 points since it was signed by the author. Seriously, signed by the author. What up, Canbar? Yo, these guys are trying to back out. Maybe I'll put that there so you can see. Mans are trying to back out the badonkadonk truck. Sick. So he had to come all the way. He had to go in there so that he could reverse it, so that he could go forward. What up, Canvar? Yeah. That's an advanced toe job. Toe job. It's a funny word also, toe job. But yeah. So that's pretty dope. Well, guys, that's the book haul today. He's gone with the car, guys. He's gone with the car. But yeah, those are all the books. What do you do for work, if you don't mind my asking? This, Abby. I'm a content creator. I sell online services. I'm a curator, an artist. I travel, teaching. Yeah. That's what I do. I do social media. Right now, I do social media as well, too. I'm a consultant. You name it, I do it, So Guaranteed to help you grow your business. So I spend most of my time just reading and enjoying being out in nature when I get the chance, you know? So, but, but yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. It's so dark out right now. Yeah, and it's only 5 o'clock. Guys, look, it's only 5. It's only 5. It's only 5. 5:48. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. It's not even supper time. I haven't even eaten my sandwich yet. It's in the trunk. I haven't even eaten my sandwich yet. I went on a short hike so that I could show you guys the horses, and I said, well, while I'm here, I might as well show you guys the books I got as well too. And then I'm gonna go back out into the forest, but maybe not too long, because last time I was here, it sounded like coyotes were turning into humans. So I just left them there. But this time I can't go that deep, you know, especially if I don't have my cutter with me, because I don't ever want to get. Some people say there's Wendigos in there. Some people do say that there's Wendigos in that forest, but I don't believe it. And even if there was one, I'm not afraid of it. You know, so. But yeah, guys, I got a half a ham sandwich, as well as some olives. It's turkey and Swiss, yeah, right? It's turkey and Swiss. Okay, let me see what kind of sandwich I have. Hold on. I ate half of it last night. I ate half of it last night, but this time it'll be. I also got new hand cream. If you guys remember the day I went to the spa, breakfast with the mayor. We went to have breakfast with the mayor, and then we went to the spa for a hand treatment, and that was a lot of fun. Okay, guys, I have cookie. Can you guys see my face? I have cookie. And my sandwich is a mortadella sandwich and olive combo. Mortadella and olive combo. Mortadella and olives. Yeah. Mortadella. It's very delicious. So, guys, you really think it was 10? It was 10 p.m. right now. Because the sun is not like up at 3. And you know? I put red onions in my sandwich. No, that's delicious. Red onions are delicious. Guys, what time is sunrise? What time is sunrise? I don't wanna think my phone. Yo guys. Did it let me resume? Okay, I'm back. Okay. A word that sounds wrong. What up, Pisto Negro? What up, Pisto? What up, Pisto? You really would think it's 10 o'clock, guys. You really would think it's 10. It's 6 minutes to 6. Yeah. Guys, art and architecture. Okay, wait. Let me do the half face. But yeah, guys, these are classics, man. I love me because like the cookbook that was there, it was the what is it? The Cuisine Institute of America. And the book was $90 new, like as a cookbook textbook. And it was on sale for $9. So sometimes when you say it out loud, it sounds like an even worse deal to not get it. For the things that you can spend $9 on, you know? I'm excited to read the Carl Jung book. I'm excited to read Carl Jung. We should be able to finish that one very quickly. So that's good. Welcome to the chat, guys. Remember to guard your. This is what that's okay. This is what does it say the same thing for you guys? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. You're back to normal now. All right, perfect. Back to normal. I want to read, guys. Give me a number between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me a number between 1 and 9. Give me a number between 1 and 9, guys. 1 and 9. Give me a number between 1 and 9. 1 and 9. Guys, we got Jumbo Jug. 8. Abby says 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Today's book choice, guys, brought to you by Abby, is Carl Jung. Carl Jung and the Undiscovered Self. Carl Jung and the Undiscovered Self, guys. Let me see. I'm a big cold-hearted. Meaning of self-knowledge. Self-knowledge? The plight of the individual in the modern society. What will the future bring? What will the future bring, guys? What will the future bring? 8 is my lucky number 2. I'm with you, Abby. What will the future bring? From time immemorial, this question has occupied men's minds, although not always to the same degree. Historically, it is chiefly in times of physical, political, economic, and spiritual distress that man's eyes turn with anxious hope to the future, and when anticipations, utopia, and apocalyptic visions multiply. One thinks, for instance, of the chiliastic expectations of the Augustan age and the beginning of the Christian era, or of the changes in the spirit of the West which accompanied the end of the first millennium. Today, as the end of the second millennium draws near, we are again living in an age filled with apocalyptic images of universal destruction. Very true, because this was written in let's see. This was written in as early as we can say, copyright Carl Jung, 1957. So that's just a little bit after World War I, or World War II, excuse me. I'm hoping in the future I live in a farm and have a man that truly loves me. That's valid. Shout out to Abby. What is the significance of that split, symbolized by the Iron Curtain, which divides humanity into two halves? What will become of our civilization and of man himself if the hydrogen bombs, as the hydrogen bombs begin to go off, or if the spiritual and moral darkness of state absolutism should spread over Europe? We have no reason to take this threat lightly. Everywhere in the West, there are subversive minorities who, sheltered by their own humanitarianism, our sense of justice, hold the incendiary torches ready. Yeah, with nothing to stop the spread of the ideas except the critical reason of a single fairly intelligent, mentally stable stratum of the population. One should not, however, overestimate the thickness of this stratum. Stratum. We did the best life ever. Yeah, I think that's a good life. That's a good life. It varies from country to country in accordance with national temperament. Also, it is regionally dependent on public education and is subject to the influence of acutely disturbing factors of a political and economic nature. Taking plebiscites as a criterion? What's this one, guys? Criterion. Criterion. Interesting. That's a new word that I didn't know. A rather more pessimistic view would not be unjustified either. This is an interesting book, guys. The mass crushes out of insight and reflection that are still possible with the individual, and this necessarily leads to doctrine of authoritarian tyranny if ever the constitutional state should succumb to the fit of weakness. Okay, so it says that if we succumb to weakness, we're heading to an authoritarian tyranny. Damn, Carl Jung called it in 1958, guys. Damn. Self-knowledge. Okay, self-knowledge. To this question, there's a positive answer only. When the individual is willing to fulfill the demands of righteous self-examination and self-knowledge. If he follows through his intention, he will not only discover some important truths about himself, but he will also have gained a psychological advantage. He will have succeeded in deeming himself worthy of serious attention and a sympathetic interest. Interesting. He will have set his hand, as it were, to a declaration of his own human dignity and taken the first step towards the foundations of consciousness, that is, towards the unconscious, the only accessible source of religious experience. Is there any snow where you are right now? Nah, no snow right now. Wait, let me read this last page and I'm gonna show you guys around. Only accessible source of religious experience. Yeah, the unconscious, yeah. This is certainly not to say that what we call the unconscious is identical with God or is set up in its place. Yeah, for sure. It is the medium from which the religious experience seems to flow. As to what the further cause of such an experience may be, the answer, surely lies within. The answer to this lies beyond the range of human knowledge. Yeah, knowledge of the God is a transcendental problem. And then the person who had this book before me wrote super something. What does that say? So and guys, this one is a slapper too. 1,000 questions to ask before you get married. Do you prefer to arrive at the airport well ahead of schedule or minutes before the departure? For me, I like to go way ahead of schedule. I'd rather sit there and chill than sit there and then chill at home and then have to rush to the airport. Do you create an itinerary for your trips? If so, how detailed are they? And do you mind getting off schedule? Not gonna lie, you should make an ASMR channel. Your voice is relaxing as fuck. Yo, thanks, Abby. Appreciate it. I'm working on that right now, actually. I'm working on a reading show. As well, too. So shout out to Abby. I'm gonna pin that comment because top tier. That's not the first time I've heard that my voice is relaxing. So thank you very much for tuning in to the Hagobi Show and listening to me read these books, y'all. So, do you create a budget for your trips? If so, how detailed and are they? And do you usually come in over, under, or right on budget? Do you guys budget when you go on vacation? Do you prefer unstructured, come what may in itineraries? Yeah, Come what may, I'm very come what may, guys. Don't sit there and tell me we're gonna go on vacation, but it's gonna be 8 o'clock this, 8:30 this, 8:45 this. If you give me a general idea of what the day is gonna look like, then I'm with it. But if you're gonna tell me that it's like down to the 30-minute mark, then I start to have a hard time. Yeah. When you travel, do you prefer to travel on your own, or are you a guided tour with others? I enjoy both. No, I think I like a guided tour. I like a guided tour with others. So we can all be safe. Yeah, true. And see, I'm not the only one who said that, so it's got to be true. You ain't lied yet. So, when you travel, do you prefer to stay in hotels with friends or with relatives? Do you only fly first class? No, I'll take coach. I'll take economy. I'd rather get there than I'd rather just get there. If it's something long, then okay, yeah, sure, we can make the first class, right? But like, if it's just from here to New York, a 2 hour flight, hour and a half flight, then it doesn't need to be first class. You're only really getting the benefits once you reach like 8 hours plus on the flight. Are there any parts of the world you won't visit? I don't think so. I'm a world friend, guys, so I can go anywhere. Do you prefer to vacation domestically or abroad? I like to vacation abroad. Which would you choose? A vacation in the great outdoors, a luxury cruise, sightseeing in a large American city? I would think choose a vacation in the great outdoors, a luxury cruise, a sighting in a large American city. I think I would choose a luxury cruise first, then a great outdoors adventure. Even though I love the outdoors, guys, I'm literally in the outdoors right now, but I love the outdoors. And yeah, an American city. Are you a light or a heavy packer? I'm a light packer, guys. To be honest, guys, my bag is full right now. I'm getting excited as I travel, as I talk to you guys. But my bag is full right now, and I hate to have a heavy bag. I hate to carry a bag around. It's like, you know, no way, guys. I can't believe I almost didn't get this one. This one is a. How would you describe your perfect vacation? Oh my God, for perfect vacation, I get to sleep for 2 days straight, unlimited food and drink on my command, and games and itineraries and stuff, place to go dancing, meet new people, have a lot of fun and relaxation. And I get to sleep as long as I want in my own room in a bed that does not hurt my back. Okay. That's funny. How would you describe a luxurious vacation? I've taken a luxurious vacation before. I would say I feel like a cruise would be the best option. Yeah, same. How would I describe a luxury vacation? A luxury vacation is anywhere that you can soak. So if I can go to a hotel and I can sit in the bathtub and not feel like this is a gross bathtub, like that's a luxurious experience. Or if I go to the spa and I can sit in the hot tub, that's a luxurious experience. Or if I go anywhere and there's a hot tub, that's a luxurious experience. Anywhere that I can soak in water. Yeah. So have I taken one before? Yep, I've taken one before, and I've been treated to one before. What did you like about the experience? What I liked about the experience was the fact that we could swim. I like that we could swim there. What didn't like? I didn't like the food was not included. You have to pay extra for that. So, and I know that's most places, but I do like all inclusive. How would you describe a mid-level vacation? A mid-level vacation to me is like 2 days in the city. I'm in your city for like 2 days. I got a hotel room. I'll be in and out, doing stuff, going shopping, eating food, and like it's just in and out, you know, just a place to sleep. And I've taken one several times before. If so, what did you like about the experience? Is having a place to stay, being in a new place, being in a new environment. I think that's really cool, really fun. And what did you dislike about it? You have to leave. It always feels like as soon as you get there, it's time to go. Yeah. How would you describe a budget vacation? Budget vacation is going to the Motel 6, $69 a night. Even budget, you can even sleep in your car. Budget, you can even sleep in your car. Because that's true. Because if you're gonna describe a relationship, or you're gonna describe like how you are gonna take a vacation together as a couple, you need to know like, okay, is this a luxury vacation? Is this a mid-level vacation, or is this a budget vacation? Okay, so you're also a fan of swimming. That's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'd swim every day if I could. Yeah, same. And I only learned last year. So, I only learned last year. That was really fun. Okay, Okay. How do you relax? Shopping, doing chores, running errands, gardening, watching TV, browsing the internet, visiting chat rooms, talking on the phone, walking, working on a hobby, going out for breakfast is relaxing. Yeah, for sure. Going out for lunch, going out all the time is relaxing. Going out to dinner, going out to drinks, having company over. Having company over is fun, I think, but not relaxing. Having company over is fun, but not relaxing. Going to fairs. Fairs are fun. Gambling, not really that fun. Attending sports events is fun. Volunteer work is nice, yeah. Participating in outdoor recreational activities. Exercising, yeah. I gotta go back to the gym tomorrow. I'm excited about that, guys. Working out in a gym, yeah. Playing video games. Watching movies, yeah. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. How often? Every day. Every day. Every day. How long? For how long of a time? For how long of a time? Okay, if I'm being serious, I could probably watch 2 movies and then need a break. Two movies and then a break, and then the break can be like 1, 2, 3 hours, something like that, however long. Because after a while, I'll just like falling asleep. Participating in recreational activities, playing a sport is fun. Attending teaching classes, doing home repairs, attending seminars, interesting, and others. List specifically walking. That's fun. Walking is fun. How to discuss your differences. This is a fire book, guys. This is a fire book. Okay. How would you respond? Your daughter becomes a tomboy. That's fine. Who cares? Your pediatrician informed you that your son would only ever be 5'4". That's just your opinion. Your child was kicked out of school for being disruptive. I'm disappointed, but we will find out why he was being disruptive. What is going on in his mind that he feels that that's the most appropriate thing to do, right? And then this is where, again, we read in conjunction with this book. Ooh, sorry guys, I accidentally folded the page. When a child says, "I hate you," I'll say, "You must be really mad." Your child says, "You're the best dad in the world," I would say, okay, yeah, that's fire. Your kid keeps skipping class. What's wrong, son and or daughter? Are you feeling like the work is not challenging enough for you? Are you feeling the work is too challenging enough for you? Let's get to the root of it. Your child had an abnormally high IQ and could graduate high school by the age of 9. Okay, that's fire. Chill until you're 16, and then you can do your GED, and then when you get to that age, you can decide what you want to do. You're a genius. You don't need me to tell you what to do, and you already graduated high school. So you just rear them and teach them stuff until they're old enough to make their own choices. And when they say, "Dad, I'm ready to go," I'll say, "Okay, no problem." So Abby says it's adorable to see how happy you are right now. Not a lot of people like books anymore, and I feel so glad you like them. I love books, guys. I love books. It's funny because oftentimes people are like, "Oh, if you're dating or whatever," and I'm just like, "Guys, like I have too many books to read in order to be messing around, So yeah, that's the thing. I have too many books to read to be messing around. So I think the whole part of it is just the fact that this guy pulling in is doing erratic driving behavior, guys, and it's throwing me off my pivot as I'm talking to you. He like drove right in front of me and he stopped, he slammed on the brakes, and then he like hard reversed into the spot that he's in. Strange behavior. So anyways, guys, back to the book. But I love books, guys. I love books. Okay, your 12-year-old went out tagging with his or her friends. Oh my gosh. Did you guys take good pics? I'm not that mad. If I know the other kids, I'm not that mad, to be honest, because I tag too, and tagging I don't really think is a big... Maybe they'll say I'm a heathen, but I don't think tagging is a big deal. I think there's worse things in the world than tagging, spray painting your name on a wall. I think there's other evils in the world that can be done. Your son has no interest in sports. Who cares? No problem. Your 6-year-old had a temper tantrum at the supermarket checkout. I would just apologize to the cashier for what's going on here, and then I would just tell my 6-year-old that I said, "Okay, if you don't settle down, we're gonna have to leave." And then if they say, "No, I don't want to go," then we're gonna have to leave, pick them up, and then go, and then come back and pay for the groceries. I'll say, "Guys, I'll be right back. I just gotta go take this little one home," and then come back and pay for the groceries. Or you pay for your groceries and then you leave together. You all leave together. So depends on how firm you want to be. Depends on how firm you want to be in your stance. Your 8-year-old son came up to you and said, "I want to study ballet." I said, "Okay, perfect. Just get your flexibility. Go to the library and take out the books on flexibility and stretching and ballet, and go figure out what shoes you're gonna need." That's funny. Your spouse allowed your children to run around naked while company was visiting. I would be a little bit embarrassed for the company. I would say, "Ooh, sorry guys, there's naked kids running around," and then you have to go. They have to go to their rooms. So that's crazy. You found out your child. Okay, you found out your child shoplifted candy. As a candy shoplifter, as somebody who's shoplifted candy in the past, I think that's fine. It's not fine to say that, okay, you know, but I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I hate you." So just say, if you need money, just get these things. Like, carry your money with you so you don't have to take it, because you're gonna be instilling in your mind that you don't have enough. So just bring your money with you, and then you can buy the things you want when you get there. All right, take care, True. My friends are gonna be here soon. Peace, peace. Always good to see you, Abby. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Have some fun. Enjoy, enjoy. Okay, your child wanted to eat junk food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and screamed if you tried to feed them anything else. Okay, well, they can eat themselves sick of it. They can eat themselves sick of it, but I'm not buying any more of it. And yeah, and I'm not buying any more of it. Your daughter became a tomboy. We said that one is okay. Your child was kicked out of school. Yeah, pretty disruptive. Okay, okay. Your daughter is extremely beautiful and receives lots of attention from others. I would say you have pretty privileged daughter. Just acknowledge it, and here are the advantages, and here are the disadvantages. Your child is extremely shy. Start small and work their confidence all the way up. A shy child is a child that didn't have encouragement when they were growing up and they were young. So just reverse it, you know? What it's causing it, reverse it. Your son was aggressive and frequently got into fights at school. Okay, so he had an anger issue. Somebody have an anger issue, or they keep picking on him at the school. Only one of the two. And if you have an anger issue, we can talk about why he feels the need to hit other children. So, and then we can channel that to other avenues. Appreciate you for having me here. Enjoy, Abby. Enjoy. Your child were overweight. We just are eating healthier as a family. Your son was aggressive and frequently got into fights at school. Okay. Your child broke your neighbor's living room window. He gonna have to pay for it. Your child said you're okay. Yeah, you got that one. Your child was eavesdropping on an argument you were having with one another. Sit down and talk to all three of them. Everyone, talk to everyone involved, because you're old enough. If you're old enough to eavesdrop, you're old enough to know what's going on and why we're having this discussion. So yeah, because you're clearly curious. Your child wanted you to stop smoking, drinking, or coming home late from work. Okay, the kid says no more smoking. Says, "Daddy, I don't want you to smoke anymore." Son, what I can do is I'll do my best to not smoke around you. I won't smoke around you. Yeah, I won't smoke around you. That's easy. Okay, and coming home late from work is tough. You know I love the hundreds, and you know I gotta get to the money, baby. And you'll say, "True, Dad. I respect that. You hustler." So your child hit each other or tried to hit you. They want to square up. We could squabble. Your child asked you about sex, or your daughter wanted to go on birth control. That's acceptable. What if every time you were ever doubted yourself, you were a step away from transformation? Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Nero. Your child befriended another child whose mother you don't like. No, I don't like their I don't like the mother. And then explain to the child the root cause, not just why they can't see the friend. You were told your child had a learning disability and was doing poorly in school. Well, that's your opinion. Let's get him some work that he can do. Let's not talk about what we can't. Guys. No child left behind. Okay, how well do you get along with your coworkers? How would your coworkers describe you? My coworkers would describe me as hardworking. I don't feel that I've had closure from my past former relationships. Okay, answer true or false. False. I feel like I've had closure. I will not allow any contact between my partner and his or her former partner. If they have children, they can talk to each other. Because we have a child together, my ex will always be involved in my life. Yeah, I feel like that's true. My ex still contacts me on a regular basis. False. I still continue to share assets with my ex even after I remarried. False. I don't feel threatened from my spouse's former partner. True. My parents believe that a positive relationship with my ex is important for my children. True. I find myself frequently talking and thinking about my ex. False. I've admitted to myself that I'm still in love with my ex. Yeah, true. I still love my ex. Yeah, but I'm not in love with them. But like to me, love is more than just romance. To me, love is more than just romance. Or yeah, and monogamous relationships. I will be inviting my ex to all my family functions. False. Getting married will help me get over my last relationship. False. My ex-partner has violent tendencies and I sometimes fear for safety. False. In many ways my partner is similar to my ex. False. I have assumed my I've assumed many debts and other obligations left by my former partner. False. I still very I'm still very close with my former partner's family and would still like to stay in contact with them. False. I do love them though. I do love them. I do love them. If they ever reach out to me, I wouldn't hesitate to help them in any way that I could. Um, Pictures showing my partner or myself with past lovers will be visible in the house. False. I refuse to live in the same city with my former partner. False. My partner can attend get-togethers with his former partner's family by himself. My partner can attend get-togethers with his or her former partner's family. Former partner's family. Oh, okay, former partner's family by himself. False. So that would be the equivalent of me, my. Can we make sure I understand that? My partner can attend get-togethers with his former partner family. Okay, yeah. So if I had a new partner and I went to my ex's Christmas dinner by myself, yeah, false. That's a false. I will not allow any money I earn to go towards alimony or child support. I will not allow any money I earn to go towards alimony or child support. False. I would support somebody, like my children and family. I will do everything in the world to make my former partner's life miserable. False. I foresee lengthy legal battles with my former partner. False. So interesting. That's the past. That's the ex. Ooh, okay. If your pet was hostile towards your partner, what would you do? What would you do? I would say I would trust my woodland creature. To be honest with you, I would trust my dog. I would trust my dog. I would trust my dog. Have you ever had a bad experience with an animal? Have you ever had a bad experience with an animal? Not that I can think of. Not that I can think of. Not that I can think of. Will you get any pets after you're married? No. If so, what kind and how many? Are there any type of pets that you would refuse to have? Yeah, bugs. I would refuse to have a bugs pet, like worms or like ants or no thanks, no thanks. Or a tarantula. Anybody want to have a tarantula, a pet tarantula? Okay, say no more. Do you pick up stray animals and care for them? No. If each of you had pets, would they all live with you after you're married? Yeah. Yeah, where are they gonna go? Why would the pets go anywhere? Will you have your pets spayed or neutered? Now I would not. If you had to, could you give up your pets? Yes. If your partner had allergies to your pets, what will you do? If we're married, I would give up the pet for the partner. Yeah, if we're married, I'd give up the pet for the partner. Do you secretly hate your partner's pets and leave the doors or window open so they can run away? Ooh, that's scandalous. False. I would not do that to a partner. I love animals. Who is responsible for the cost care of your pets? The owner of the pets, but if we're together, both of us. If your pets were hostile towards your partner, what would you do? I would trust my pet. But if they're just going crazy, then it might have to be another issue. Do you mistreat your partner's pet in any way while he or she's not looking? Never. Do you spoil your pets? Not really. Do you spoil your pets? If so, how? By loving them, like I spoil them with love. Do you take your dogs everywhere? No. Does this include taking your dog to work or shopping? No. Will you care for any of your friends' pets or assume ownership if they can't care for them? Yeah. I can help care for the pets. Will you care for any of your friends' pets or assume ownership if they can't care for them? Yeah. If your pets caused injuries or destruction, would you expect your partner to pay for the damages? If your pet caused injury or destruction, would you expect your partner to pay for the damages? Would you pay if your partner's pet incurred the charges? If your pet caused injury or destruction, would you expect your partner to help pay for the damages? That's an interesting one. Guys. Okay, let's answer that. If your pet caused injury or destruction, I would say no. Would you expect your partner to pay for the damages? Your partner to help pay for the damages? No, to help pay for the damages? No. No. Would you pay if your partner's pet incurred the charges? If your partner's pet incurred the charges, would you help pay? I would help where I could. Yeah. If your neighbors filed a complaint against your pets, what would you do? I guess you got to scrap the neighbor. 6:30, guys. 6:24, actually. I still have sandwich to eat. Would you let your pets roam around the neighborhood unsupervised? No. If you wanted to get a pet but your partner didn't approve, what would you do? I would respect my partner's wishes. Has your partner ever threatened to leave you if you don't get rid of your pet? No ultimatums. Have you ever threatened to leave your partner over the same issue? No. Relatives, significant other. Are we our parents? Yeah. Yes, we are. Okay. How do you resemble your father in physically? Height, body, hair. Okay. Height around the same. Body type around the same. Hair around the same. Eye color around the same. Yeah. Emotionally, what you worry about? What makes you laugh? I would say what worries me, money, and I'm sure him. What makes us laugh and cry, etc. Movies, yeah, very much similar. In your actions, how you act when you get angry. Okay, we're different in that regard. He might use more loud voice, where I won't raise my voice. Other ways, hobbies, quirks, favorite foods, sayings. Yeah, he liked a lot of sayings. Like he said, I'm gonna open up a cemetery in Hollywood. Yeah, for all the people that die in the movies. It's funny. But the apple doesn't really far from the tree, man. You know. Okay, spending time with your parents. How often would you like to visit your parents? For the holidays, once a month. Once a month, I think is good. I feel like you should connect with your people once a month. I'll do this alone. But we'll do this together. Visit your in-laws. We'll do this together. Go on vacations with your parents. Yeah, we can do that together. Go on a vacation with your in-laws. We can do that together. Yeah, borrow money from your parents. I'll do this alone. Yeah, I would never borrow money from your in-laws. No, I won't ask to borrow money from your in-laws. Take your parents out to eat. We'll do this together. Take your in-laws out to eat. We'll do this together. How often would you like to give money to your parents? Every day. Give money to your in-laws every day. Ask for marital support for your parents. We'll do this together. Ask for marital advice from your in-laws. We'll do this together. Yeah, give gifts to your parents. We'll do this together. Give gifts to your in-laws. We'll do this together. Assist your parents with home maintenance or repair projects. We'll do this alone, but I'll invite you if you want to come. Assist your in-laws with home maintenance or repair projects. Assist your parents. My parents, yeah. If it's your parents, I'll help. Yeah, for sure. Because there's a lot of guys in the family, so even if I can't make it, there's oftentimes still a lot of help available. Run simple errands for your parents. I'll do this alone. Run it for your in-laws. We'll do this together. Call or email your parents. We'll do this together. And call or email your in-laws. We'll do this together. Borrow items from your parents. We'll do this together. Borrow items from your in-laws. We'll do this together. Enter into business with your parents. I'll do that alone. Enter into business with your in-laws. Enter into business with your in-laws. We'll do this together. Yeah, if we're doing that, we'll do this together. Yeah. Yo, that's so funny. There's a lot of questions. These are good questions to ask. These are really good questions to have and to hold on. Your partner arrives at the ceremony still tipsy from his bachelor party the night before. Jeez. You call off the wedding. Ah, Mating. So what you about to do? Yeah. Like, yo, wait, hold up. What you about to do? Your bridesmaids don't like your dress you picked out for them. They choosing a different one that you don't like at all. You let them choose their own dresses since they're paying for them. Offer a compromise. Tell them, sorry, but I'm the bride and it's my wedding. Or D, find another dress you can all agree on. Interesting. Hold up. Ring, ding, 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 ding. All right, guys, that was another episode of What the Hell Going On. It's your boy Chihuahua. Go be finding out what the hell going on. So, yo, guys, I'm gonna let you guys run for now. We'll be back for another one. All right, man. Peace. Let there be peace.